amid his defense of the president's frustrations with Attorney General Jeff Sessions recusing himself from the Russia investigation. Buzz 60 Washington, in sum and substance. Speaker, I can't think how it can get much worse. It makes the president appear weak and indecisive, but it also weakens Sessions in the eyes of his team at the Department of Justice. Gonzalez. It's disheartening to watch this crass display. The White House's criticisms of the department have been nearly unrelenting. Among the few times Sessions has publicly responded to Trump's broadsides, the speech was not unlike any other that a cabinet member might deliver as a top representative of the Trump administration. Director. The president's break with the Attorney General first went public in July. Attorney General Jeff Sessions plows on despite renewed of criticism from President Trump. Attorney General Jeff Sessions plows on despite renewed of criticism from President Trump. House Oversight Chairman Trey Gowdy says he has never personally spoken with President Trump. Many supporters of the Attorney General believe Trump's latest vote of no confidence will not alter the Attorney General's course. Rather than step away, Trump has once again placed Sessions in a seemingly untenable position. Yet the Attorney General has responded as he always has in the midst of such unprecedented public attacks, with unyielding loyalty while doggedly pursuing the president's law and order agenda at every opportunity. When Trump told the New York Times that he would not have nominated the former Alabama senator had he known Sessions would step away from the Russia inquiry, Attorney General Jeff Sessions plows on despite renewed of criticism from President Trump, who resigned in the midst of a political firestorm of his own over the disputed firing of 9 U.S. attorneys, said he worries about the long-term effect on justice as an institution. So grows the risk to an already dangerously besieged department. The whole thing is very strange, said Alberto Gonzalez, a former attorney general in the George W. They believe that any decision about Sessions' future will have to come from the president himself. At the same time, however, the president's name was invoked both directly or indirectly across 5 pages of prepared remarks to the Michigan chapter of the Federalist Society and delivered Thursday evening by a most unlikely Jeff Sessions. Only a day earlier, Trump had renewed an extraordinary public shaming campaign against his own attorney general, an effort that has now spanned nearly a year. But I think we've reached a breaking point. If people think that the public attacks by the president have not had an effect on the Justice Department, then they are not paying attention. From the dismissal of acting Attorney General Sally Yates for her refusal to defend the president's travel ban just days after the president's inauguration, some Sessions defenders increasingly believe that the longer the ugly standoff between the White House and the Justice Department goes on, to the continuing legal repercussions related to last year's firing of FBI Director James Comey for his management of the Russia inquiry. The Attorney General generally characterized the criticisms as kind of hurtful, yet expressed his intention to stay on the job. The President of the United States is a strong. There were frequent and glowing references to the boss, noting President Trump's strong leadership and unwavering defense of religious freedom. At least a dozen times. Serious damage, but others, including former Bush Justice spokesman Mark Corallo, already believe serious damage has been done. This is untenable in the short term, lamenting his nomination of the former Alabama senator, largely because of his recusal from overseeing the investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 election. The president was initially so angered by Sessions' decision to recuse himself that the Attorney General once offered to resign, but his resignation was not accepted. Since then, something has to give. No other institution in government has absorbed as many punches and as much criticism during the Trump administration than the Justice Department. Bush administration, who believes that Sessions acted appropriately in disqualifying himself from the Russia investigation that continues to loom over the Trump presidency. Comey's dismissal prompted an expansion of the Russia inquiry, now managed by Justice Special Counsel Robert Mueller, to include whether Trump sought to obstruct the investigation by firing the FBI. Violent crime and opioid abuse. Senate Republicans have defended Sessions, a former colleague, warning that it would be difficult to get any successor confirmed if Sessions was fired, let alone the long term, said Corallo, who also formerly served as the spokesman for Trump's legal team. I think Jeff Sessions is a great and honorable man. Trump has repeatedly disparaged the Attorney General and Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, even as Sessions and Rosenstein have continued to push the administration's hardline on immigration.